Hey, Alana. I wanted to talk about Harry.
Ugh, what? We're studying right now. Don't distract us.
Sorry, I'm not trying to interrupt you. Well, I'm just a little concerned.
Huh? You're concerned? About what? Harry?
Not him necessarily. I've known the kid practically his whole life. I know you guys have been really good friends since you were little.
Yeah, that's right. So what are you trying to say? Can you leave me alone, please? I'm not a kid anymore. I'm in high school.
I know that, honey. It's just... I'm not sure I feel comfortable about you two being in your room together with the door closed. Harry's in college now, right? He's an adult now.
He's just helping me study. What's wrong with that? There's nothing going on. Stop being creepy.
Sorry. Like I said, I'm just feeling a little uncomfortable about it.
You're lame. But thanks for worrying, I guess. But there's nothing to worry about. End of discussion.
Okay.
By the way, your mom's wedding anniversary is this Friday, right?
Yeah, that's right.
But Mom's working that day, right?
I think so. Why? What's up?
Well, I was thinking, since Mom's gonna be working, I could cook dinner, so she doesn't have to. It's a half day at school that day, so I'll be home earlier than usual. But don't tell her. I want it to be a surprise.
Gotcha. You've grown up to be such a nice girl. I'm proud of you.
Ew, please don't make those emoji faces. No one does that anymore.
Sorry.
Dad, what's going on?
What's up? Are you on your way home from school?
Mom stole Harry from me.
What? What do you mean she stole him?
This is horrible. I have no idea what to do.
Alana, what are you talking about?
Like I said, Mom took Harry away from me. Why would she do that? Why are Mom and Harry together? Dad, tell me.
First of all, calm down.
I'm sorry. There's no way you'd know what's going on. I'm sorry to spring this on you while you're at work.
Are you home right now? I want to call you if it's okay. I'm about to get in my car.
I'm at Westbrook Park right now.
Okay. You can stay there if that's what you need right now. But when you feel up for talking, I want you to tell me exactly what happened. If you don't want to talk on the phone, you could text instead.
Okay. Well, remember how I said I wanted to make dinner since my school was only a half day today?
Of course. You told me to keep it a secret from Mom. I kept my promise.
Yeah. Well, I thought Mom had work and no one would be there. But when I got there, I saw Harry's shoes at the front door.
Huh? Why? Why would he be there alone?
Mom was there. I had no clue what was going on when I walked through the door. It didn't make sense. No one should have been in the house. When I looked through the house to try and find him, I heard his voice and Mom's voice coming from the bathroom.
What?
I couldn't believe it. I ran out of the house without opening the bathroom door. I didn't do anything wrong, but for some reason it felt like I was part of something bad, just by being there. I literally have no idea what's going on. I left my backpack right at the front door. They're definitely gonna know I've been there when they go to leave. Dad, I'm so sorry. I can't stop crying. I don't know what to do.
Alana? There's nothing for you to apologize about. You did nothing wrong.
Why would this happen on your wedding anniversary of all days? It's my fault. It's all because I came home early. Oh, I'm sorry for ruining your anniversary.
Alana, listen to me. You are such a kind and thoughtful person. Like I said, you've done nothing wrong, and none of this is your fault. Just sit tight where you are. I'll be there soon.
But what about work?
Actually, I was planning on surprising Mom, too. I thought it would be fun if you and I cooked for your mom together. I mean, it's not just any anniversary. 20 years is a big accomplishment.
Oh. Dad, I want to stay with you. Please don't leave me.
Alana, I would never do that. Everything's going to be fine. Leave everything to me. Thank you for letting me know about this. You were brave.
Brian. Oh, don't ignore me. Just listen to me. This is all moving too fast. Divorce? Lawyers? You're leaving with Alana? Let's slow down and talk this out. Please, let's just talk one more time. Come on, I know you're reading these texts.
There's nothing left for us to talk about. Anything else that needs to be discussed can be done through my lawyer.
There you are. Oh, I've been waiting for like 4 whole days to hear back from you.
Stop messaging me. I'm going to block your number if you don't stop.
Well, why haven't you done it already? Is it because you want to forgive me?
Have you listened to literally even a single word I've said? I already told you the custody of Alana hasn't been decided yet. And as much as I want to block you, I can't yet. And if possible, I would like to make this the last time we speak to each other until then. What do you want anyway?
I just wanted to let you know that you and Alana are completely misunderstanding this whole thing. It seems like you don't understand my relationship with Harry.
Oh, you think we don't understand? I caught you two in the bathtub together. What could I possibly be misunderstanding?
Well, about that. Oh, how do I put this? Well, I guess I did something maybe I shouldn't have, but it was just once. Things got a little steamy, and one thing led to another. That wasn't what we were intending. I was just giving him a tour of the bathroom, and the next thing I know, we were in the bath together. Oh, of course that meant nothing. You and Alana are way more important to me. Oh, please, believe me. Come on. You must know how much you two mean to me. That's never gonna change.
Oh, yeah? Based on what you've just said, I didn't misunderstand anything. I caught you two in a bath, and you just admitted to it.
Well, that's not what I mean. It was just a one-time thing. Oh, why are you blowing it out of proportion? You gotta believe me. We never intended on making it a regular thing.
I don't believe a single word coming out of your mouth. You cheated on me with our daughter's crush.
Oh, what was I supposed to do? He's at the house all the time.
So you took that as an excuse to cheat on me? I honestly can't believe anyone would say something so stupid.
No, oh, I didn't mean it like that.
Here's what you need to do. First of all, admit that this affair has been going on for the past 6 months. Next, you need to shut up, agree to this divorce, give me full custody of Alana, and pay me for the damage you've done to this family. Alana already said she'd never want to see you again for the rest of her life.
No. I don't want to get divorced. I totally don't want to live on my own. I can't live without you and Alana. And like I said, it was just one time. It definitely wasn't 6 months. Come on, just give me one more chance.
You keep saying it was just one time. Harry says otherwise. He manned up and admitted to me that this has been going on for the past half year.
Huh?
It might have been just a fling for you, but Harry was totally in love with you. He told me he'd find a job to pay your compensation money, but in return, he asked me to let him marry you when this is all over. Isn't that just a happy ending for you?
Oh, no way. Oh, what an idiot. Why would he say that?
Harry's parents know everything too. They came to me on their hands and knees begging for forgiveness. You can cut the act now. Stop pretending like it was just one time because you think I'll forgive you. This divorce is happening and you need to accept that. If you don't sign the papers, I'll move forward and force the divorce. I don't care how much time or money it's going to cost. We're done.
But you're who I really love.
Enough already. You have a new young stud now. Why don't you get married to him? He already said he's going to drop out of college and start working. Hope that works out for him. He's really head over heels for you.
Oh, I don't wanna. I never wanted this to happen. I never had those kinds of feelings for him. Oh, come on, Brian. With all the stress from being a housewife, can't you just cut me a break? Housewives need some time off to enjoy themselves too, you know. That's all it was. It's basically the same thing as when men go fishing with their friends.
That is the most insane thing I've ever heard. Did you slip and hit your head in the bath when you were getting into it with Harry? You lied about being at your job so you could be intimately involved with the guy your daughter likes? Oh, no matter what ridiculous nonsense you're trying to give me, what you did was cheating. End of story.
Oh, you don't listen to me when I talk. I bet Alana understands. We are both women after all. I bet she understands how a woman has needs. Let me talk to her. She hasn't returned my calls or even read my texts lately.
Of course she hasn't. Her mother cheated on her father with the guy she liked. Although, I do have a message from her.
You do? What did she say?
You're not my mother. I never want to see you again, you monster. You've caused her enough pain. For her sake, don't come near us ever again.
Why? Oh, this is so unfair. We were all such a big happy family before this.
Yes, we were. Past tense. That was way before you betrayed your family. Do you even know why Alana was there that day? She came home from school early because she wanted to surprise you by cooking for you. It would have been a wonderful day if she didn't have to come home to find you completely destroyed our family. I'm so proud of her for all of this. She is a wonderful, kind person, the complete opposite of you. The only surprise that day was what you did to us. It was the worst surprise I've ever gotten in my life.
I'm so sorry. I've thought about what I did, and I was wrong. Oh, I promise I'll never do it again. I'll do anything.
Oh yeah? You'll do anything? Then sign the divorce papers. I have no intention of trying to make things work with you. If it were only me you hurt, I could have lived with that. But you doubly stabbed our daughter in the back when you stole her crush and cheated on me. If you're a real mother, you'd understand how much you hurt her. You and Harry have that in common, I suppose. You both betrayed people who loved you.
What am I gonna do? I'm almost 40. He can't even drink yet. How am I going to be happy with a kid that young?
That's not my problem. How about taking a nice hot bath to relax and figure out what to do? After that, I received money from both Jackie and Harry, and our divorce got finalized. Word spread pretty fast about what happened. To avoid being the target of any rumors, I decided to pack up and move to another part of town with Alana. Not surprisingly, Jackie had no one she could turn to when everything was said and done. She reluctantly found a small studio apartment and started living together with Harry. Neither of them had any money after they had to pay me for their affair. Harry was completely disowned by his family. He did end up dropping out of college and started to look for a job that would hire him. To the surprise of no one, the two of them didn't exactly get along very well. They fought pretty much every day and eventually ended their relationship. There was one time my ex-wife showed up at my daughter's school to try and talk to her, but of course, Alana completely ignored her. I think that finally got the message across to her that we want nothing to do with her ever again. Since then, we haven't heard anything from her. 2 years have passed since then. The other day, Alana brought a boy home and introduced him to me as her boyfriend. I knew this day would come. But after everything that happened, I trusted Alana to use her best judgment to find a guy that wouldn't do the same thing to her as Harry. All three of us went out to dinner together that night. I dropped off her new boyfriend at his house when we were finished. On the drive home, Alana turned to me and said, "Dad, I really like him because he reminds me of you."
Hello, Mom. Lunch is ready in the kitchen. You don't have to wait for me. Yes, I'm having lunch right now, but what is this soup? It's so salty, I don't think I can finish it. And the main dish. I thought I was eating pet food. I'm sorry. Haley, if I keep eating what you cook for me, I'll get high blood pressure. Or are you trying to make me sick on purpose? Of course not. Do you hate me so much that you're trying to kill me without realizing? No, why would I hate you? You're lying. A devil in disguise. What a terrible daughter-in-law. This is why I never wanted my son to marry you. I'll be careful next time. I'm very sorry. You've been married for more than 6 years, but you still can't cook properly. You're not trying your best because your husband is on a business trip. I bet you don't even want to cook for your mother-in-law. No, I never thought so. And your kid is really annoying me. She's so noisy, it's impossible for me to take a nap. I've been telling you to take her outside to play when I'm at home. I'm sorry, but it's been chilly for the past few days because of the bad weather. My daughter refuses to go out. Just kick her out of the house. You're spoiling her too much. But it's really cold outside. Many of her friends at her preschool are catching a cold because of the cold weather. You're worrying too much. When I was a child, I used to play outside even during a snowstorm. The cold should not stop kids from going outside. I'm ashamed of your daughter. Like mother, like daughter. I'll tell her to be quiet when playing inside the house. She's becoming like you, Haley. Me? I don't know. She has your flat nose. Everyone in the family has a prominent nose except for you two. You both look like a pig. How embarrassing. If only she looked like my son. But she's still your granddaughter. She won't be my only grandchild anymore. No longer my only grandchild. What do you mean? Helen got pregnant. My husband's sister? After many years of fertility treatments, she finally got pregnant. She told me she was in her second trimester. I'm glad to hear that. She always wanted a baby. And she's having a son. I prefer having a grandson. I think they look adorable. Why? It's obvious. By the way, Helen is coming home to give birth in her hometown. She's going to use the spare room in our house. Make sure to clean it up before she gets here, okay? Are you talking about the room that's filled up with stuff we rarely use? Get all the stuff out of the room and clean it up, and don't leave a single speck of dust behind. We can't let my pregnant daughter sleep in a filthy room. There's still some time before she comes back, but there's a lot of things to get ready for, so be prepared. All right. Should we also change the wallpapers and floor tiles as well? It's gonna require some reconstruction. How about we renovate the whole house before she gets home? Isn't it a wonderful idea? Renovate the whole house? I hope she can move into our house with my grandson. Huh? If she moves in, I'll be able to see my beloved daughter and my lovely grandson every day. It will be so nice to see him grow up. If we're really renovating the house, which company should we contact? Can you do some research about it and negotiate for an affordable price? Make it as cheap as possible. Am I in charge of the research? What? Are you complaining? We allowed you to live in this house. Can't you do something in return? Okay. I'm so excited to meet my grandson. Good morning, Haley. Have you heard from Mom about me getting pregnant? I'm finally having a baby. Yes, she told me the other day. Congratulations! I heard you were coming back home. To be honest, Mom forced me to. I didn't want to cause any trouble. I thought you might feel uncomfortable as well. But Mom never listens to what I say. Don't worry about us, Helen. I heard your husband is busy with work. You'll be tired if you have to do everything alone while you're pregnant. I bet you can relax better at your parents' house. And that's true. My husband works as a paramedic, so he's busy all the time. I heard that there's not enough workers. I bet they're really busy. How's my brother? Is he doing okay? Is he on his business trips as always? Yep, he's always in another country. So you're alone in the house with your mother-in-law? I bet you're stressed out. No, I'm fine. Mom's been very kind to me. If you have any complaints, just tell her, okay? Don't follow all her orders. You have the right to say no. I hope I have the courage to say no. My family has a strong personality, so you have to start expressing your own opinions. They'll try to do everything their own way. Mom really has a strong personality, doesn't she? And now your pregnant sister-in-law is coming home. I guess you're in a stressful situation more than ever. No, I'm okay. Really? I would have left a long time ago if I was you. I'm looking forward to meeting you, Helen. My daughter's also really excited to take care of the baby. Really? She's so adorable. Did she turn 5 this year? She's a big girl. Yeah, she's 5 years old. She said she's going to take care of your baby like her real brother. I'll be relying on you guys then. We'd love to help, Helen. It's been 5 years since I took care of a baby, so I'm actually really excited. But I'm guessing Mom would want to do everything for the baby and wouldn't allow us to even touch her grandson. Is she that excited? She said she hoped you would move in. Really? She must be kidding. She's already living with her cute granddaughter. Helen, I think she's serious about it. Where is the new bed for my daughter? It's arriving tomorrow. What? It's not here yet? I'm sorry, it's taking a while to arrive. It's been delayed because of the snowstorm. You should have bought it earlier. What do you think you're doing? I was planning to let her sleep in a brand new bed because her due date is coming up. I had so many things to do. I'm sorry. What things? After she came back home, I have more housework to do. It shouldn't be much. But I have to prepare a different meal for her because she's pregnant, and also her room. You told me to clean her room perfectly every day. What's wrong with asking you to clean my pregnant daughter's room? I also have to look after my child. I can't just spend the whole day doing housework. I'm not a helper, Mom. Are you complaining? After she came home, you keep prioritizing her all the time. It's as if she's giving birth to your first grandchild. My daughter is also your grandchild. I think you're treating her unfairly. Oh, really? So you're complaining to me? I'm just asking you to treat my daughter better. I'm asking for fairness. Shut up. Stop giving me orders. How about you just leave the house then? My real daughter is going to give birth to my lovely grandson, so I no longer need you and your daughter in my house. Huh? You're outside shopping with your daughter now, aren't you? I'll lock the door so that you can't come in. You're free to go anywhere you like. Wait a minute, it's a snowstorm outside. Are you locking us out in this weather? You can't do this to us. It's none of my business. How about you find a cave for shelter? I'll rescue you when spring comes. Please, don't do this to us. I'm sorry if I offended you. Could you at least let my daughter stay inside? Please, I'm begging you. It's too late to say sorry now. I hope your daughter becomes quiet after experiencing the cold. You'll be able to discipline your child. How can you say that? She could die in this weather. Then find a hotel. How about you get a divorce with my son as well? Then I'll finally be able to live with just my real family members. Mom, what have you done? You're still complaining? How annoying. My real daughter is giving birth to my grandson, so I no longer need you in my house. You're useless. I hope you get involved in an accident and disappear from my life. Understand? How can I ever understand? How can you do this, you old hag? Did you just call me a hag? How rude. I'm never ever forgiving you, bitch. You haven't realized yet? I'm Helen. Helen? Huh? Why? Why are you texting me? I'm with Haley right now. She's trying to warm up in a cafe. I thought you were taking a nap in your room. I went for a walk and ended up going shopping, but it started snowing, so I hopped on a taxi to get home. And on my way home, I saw Haley shivering in the snowstorm with her daughter. Mom, you locked them out, didn't you? She was being rude to me, so I was teaching her a lesson. You should have just left them there. I bet you're freezing. Come back home and have a warm bath. I'm not going home. I'm going back to my own house. What? Your due date is just next week. You could give birth any time. We can't change hospitals now. Haley told me how horribly you've been treating her. You've been bullying her since she moved in. How can you do this to your son's wife? How would you feel if I was treated like this by my husband's mother? I would never tolerate that. Then why could you do the same to your daughter-in-law? You're terrible, Mom. I never knew you were like this. Calm down, Helen. You're losing your calm because you're pregnant. Let's calm down and talk about it together, okay? My pregnancy doesn't matter. If I wasn't pregnant, I would have punched you in the face. It's my responsibility to discipline my daughter-in-law. Discipline? Locking her out during a snowstorm? You should never do something like that. You're a killer, Mom. You planned a murder. I planned on letting her in after she endured the cold for a while. You're lying. They were ice cold when I met them. If I didn't pick them up, they might have lost their lives in this snowstorm. Are you aware of how terrible you are? It's not like we're in the mountains. They wouldn't have lost their lives. Then how about you try walking in this snowstorm? I doubt you can even walk straight with the snow blocking your vision. Okay, I'll apologize to them. If Haley forgives me, stop complaining, okay? If she ever forgives you, I have nothing to say. Hello? It's me, Haley. Oh, Haley, I'm sorry I locked you out. I never knew the snowstorm was this bad. Forgive me, Haley. No, I won't forgive you. What? We almost died in this snowstorm. Why would I forgive you with a simple apology that lacks sincerity? I'm being sincere. I'm giving you a proper apology. You just want to avoid Helen getting angry at you. I don't think you can call it a proper apology. What do you want from me? I don't need anything. You don't have to apologize. I don't think I can ever forgive you. You're really stubborn and narrow-minded. You should forgive me. I apologized. You're not being sincere at all. Helen is shocked with your attitude. She said she'll never allow you to meet her son. Wait a second. That doesn't make any sense. Why? Why can't I meet my grandson? I'm his grandma. It's up to Helen. Let me talk to Helen about this. She's calling my husband, so she's not available right now. She's telling him what happened. And she also told me to move out as soon as possible. Is everyone trying to leave me? I'm moving out like you wanted me to, and my husband is coming with me. Helen is furious and decided not to visit your house ever again. My son was the one who wanted to live with me. I don't think he will ever agree to move out. No, he clearly told me that he'll be moving out with me. I can't believe it. My husband never knew that I was being treated horribly by his mother. I didn't want him to worry, so I chose not to tell him. But I regret not telling him earlier about it. Are you leaving me alone in this house? I thought you liked a quiet environment. You can take a nap as much as you want and cook anything you want to eat. I'm happy how everything turned out. I can finally live with my real family without any disturbance. The first thing Helen did was to scold my husband for failing to protect his wife. I tried to convince her that he wasn't to be blamed, but she never listened. She thought that the reason why he didn't realize the horrible treatment by his mother was because he wasn't interested in his family enough. When she pointed that out, my husband seemed really shocked. He then apologized to me about not being able to protect me, and we decided to move out of his parents' house. As Helen decided, she never visited her mother's house nor allowed her to meet her son. As soon as she gave birth in her hometown, she left instantly and went back to her own house. I bet her mother was really shocked about it. After half a year passed, she came to visit us in our new home. She apologized repeatedly, crying floods of tears and begging for forgiveness. But my husband asked her to leave, and she sadly went back home in the pouring rain. I wonder if she'll ever get to meet her grandson. Maybe she'll never be able to.